Welcome friends to a new video on my channel. I am in Tiraspol, the capital of an unrecognized republic, namely Transnistria. What always bothered me about Tiraspol and Transnistria is that every YouTuber only makes videos about the capital. But no one has shown the other cities of the country or the villages or life outside the capital, Tiraspol. That's why, follow me on the journey to the north of the country, to Grigoriopol, to Dubasari, to Bender. I know you've never heard of these places, but believe me, it'll be worth it. Since this country is so isolated from the rest of the world, no SIM card in the world works here. Not even the one from Moldova works here. That means we have no internet, and I have to ask someone every time how to reach our destinations. It's scary. A soldier just stopped me for the first time and asked what I was filming. I said it was for myself and friends. And that was it. Then I was actually let go.
Right behind in the center lane. Scary. Something under the axle.
Says,
He wants to go with...
You see, people are always very helpful, so it works even without the internet here. Internet Explorer 2, stuck 30 years in the past, that...
And the country's down to the ground. The Russians left, yes, of course.
The first seconds, the Russians, yes, here.
Yes, here we are Russian.
Maybe, and Ukrainians too, Ukrainians. We don't have Russian, we have a mixed one. Parkana is considered Bulgarian. There are Tatars from Ukrainians, we have everything mixed. This is the Bulgarian village of Parkana. This is the Bulgarian village here. Why are German men leaving? There is no power, but there is none now. There are stereotypes.
I'll show you a bit of the city, and there are stereotypes. We are in Bender. I'll show you a bit of the city. So to all the female viewers from Germany, I defended you. Guys, I'm really a bad eater in the morning. I almost never have breakfast. Now I always get really hungry around 1 or 2 o'clock. And I know I already showed you a cafeteria from the Soviet Union yesterday, or basically in the last video, but here it seems to be even more intense. Stulov Stolovka USSR. Oh crap, that's even more intense. So you get soup for €1. Salad for 50 cents, got it. Well,
What would I suggest? Chicken.
Shubi recommends here. Cookies.
Cookies?
Cookies.
That's it for today.
Until next time, okay.
Now I'll show you again what you can get for 2.50 euros in a canteen, in a USSR canteen. Potatoes, meat, borscht, and a drink. That's such a value, guys. Okay, we're done eating now. The canteen was peak Soviet, the food was peak Soviet. Even the waiters and the cook were Soviet. So that was definitely really funny. Here you can also drink kvass, a traditional Russian beverage. Life for the elderly here is not very good.
Yes, no.
Why? It's very bad.
They don't even appreciate that the person is old. When you come to the store, you lose your appetite.
Is it possible even for those who were once young to say no?
It's totally different for young people.
Now we're heading to the city's main attraction. I know you haven't seen much of Bender or Benderi yet, but today we want to visit and see 3 different cities. That's why I can't keep it too long, guys. You probably also want to see what life is like in even smaller towns or villages. That's why we're heading straight to Grigoriopol next. But before that, I'll show you one more thing. Okay, we've now arrived at the main attraction of the city, and that's the next stop on the Lenin Star Tour. And today, we're visiting 3 different cities here. That's why I want to add a Lenin counter up here today. This is number one. Monument. He gazes into the distance. Usually these Star Tours head east toward Moscow. That's probably why he'll look east again now. And you see, born in 1870, born in 1924. So next year is the 100th anniversary. Forgotten in many parts of the world. In this part of the world, but still an iconic revolutionary. You can think what you want of him, but the tour speaks for itself. And across the street you can see the city's cinema. Now you can say whatever you want to me, but the cinema is really something. Let's see what's happening in Brnistrovje. At a cinema in Transnistria. I wonder if Hollywood movies are allowed or banned there. So they're showing Fast and Furious. It's probably already 5 years old. Koty Hermitage, a Russian film. The Mother? Yeah, probably a typical movie theater. But in an impressive building. If I had more time, I would have already gone in here. Okay, now we're heading to the next city. We need to find a bus or a train to the next city we want to go to. And for that, I'm going to ask someone first. So I'm already looking for someone I can ask, and then we'll continue. Yeah, we're here. Very nice. A beautiful park and a beautiful place.
And then we move on.
Let me briefly explain my interaction with the babushkas. Earlier I asked, where is Lenin? I said I was a tourist and wanted to see it. They replied, why justify yourself? Lenin is really cool. You have to check out the statue. I briefly told them I was there. They recommended other things to me. And out of politeness, I said I would go there. But honestly, I don't have any more time. We have to go now to the car, bus, autobus. You mean that building over there, right? Great. There to the bus.
Do you see this building?
Here you will find the building.
Stand at the checkout. Come here and remember.
That's it for today. See you next time. We now have the ticket to Grigoriopol. A 1-hour bus ride for €3, guys. Alright, let's keep going. After waiting an hour and a 1-hour ride, we finally arrived in Grigoriopol. Yeah, like I said, it's a very, very small town. I wouldn't call it a village yet, since there's still a supermarket. It's well kept, there are residential buildings, but it's already very rural. Sometimes I ask myself why I'm doing this, guys, but I think this way I give you a good insight into rural life in this country. I've been in the city 5 minutes and already found the world's most communist spot. We're on Karl Marx Street. Marx, the founder of communism. Next to it, the Cuban flag, Che Guevara. So both, since Cuba is also communist. Havana. A Soviet mosaic, nothing, and finally Fidel Castro, who was also the dictator of Cuba for many years. Dude, that can't be, can it? I was here for a long time. Well, here, guys, and Lenin himself is one of the most hospitable people I've met.
We have a multinational people, but we don't divide anyone. That one's Moldovan, that one's Russian. We're all mixed, we're all one. Yes.
No.
We don't have any difference at all.
Like yesterday I saw a man and he was working hard. Well, I gave him money because I thought, well, why not? And he wasn't interested in the money, but then he wanted to show me something cool.
If you had more time, you could go to a house and visit yourself all the time.
We also helped you. You did so well.
I'm happy. And here's something else.
Engineer, here!
Here, a little further. We are the
Central square of the city. This is the central square. Here we have the Tiraspol flag again, and a tiny dog. And then of course here in the middle we have the two flags, one of the city of Grigoriopol and one of Transnistria. But what a random monument, right? Just two flags. Whether it was worth it, guys, I don't know, but it's an interesting city. So now we've seen the main square of Grigoriopol. Let's keep going. Okay, just 500 meters later comes the next main square. A Soviet monument that commemorates the World War era. An eternal flame that isn't really eternal because it's no longer burning, And now I'll show you something else. We need to raise the encounter today, guys. So far we've only been to a Lenin statue. A Lenin, silver edition, once again pointing east towards Moscow with his hand. I'm pretty sure this city has never seen a tourist before. A restaurant called Vostok, East. Easter in German. Yes, that was Grigoriopol. What's your name? Tolia. And here you are now. Well, in Pridnestrovie, Grigoriopol. What is that? What?
Tola.
Is that? Is that? What is that?
But the pension isn't high now.
Guys, this is the center. This is the center. So you can imagine how small it is here. Still, it's nice. There's a little church here. You've seen the main squares. This is the center, right?
Yes.
That's good for us. Yes, very nice. The park is very beautiful, but it's so peaceful here. You can play soccer here. A bit of a hilly landscape. And we've already caught the perfect day.
Zelioni.
Theater, a green theater. Whatever that means. Maybe ecological, built with ecological considerations or something like that. I'll show you inside real quick. The stage. One mystery is how many statues of Lenin there must have been back then. Because if there was a Lenin in a village with 10,000 inhabitants, then there must have been one in every bigger city, okay? I grabbed myself a sandwich. Wow, that looks so awesome. Over this line, can you go to Dubasari? 10, yes, yes, and I'm from Was Heises. And there's already music, Auntie. What is that? You haven't been there, right? You have, I have. You're traveling.
Right?
Yes, yes, and
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany. In Ukraine?
My daughter lives in Germany.
Though. But you were there, right?
I was there on a trip from Germany. Money?
All that. Which city do you live in? Here? Or I'm from Greece?
Yes.
And how is life in Ukraine then? So.
Not great, to be honest. You know, they bring everything to Odessa and they brought it here from Ukraine. But when it started, they brought it. The prices have gone up.
I understand, yeah. Do you think that people in Dresden want to leave? Or from Moldova? No, they don't want to be in Moldova.
They don't want to?
No.
No, they don't want to. We are closer to our region. We are closer. In May, we still have the vice president. Everyone remembers. Everyone goes to parades.
I've made it to the last city, Dubasari. I only have 5 minutes until my last train leaves, so I couldn't show you the city. We just came here. And here's the last silver Lenin. Lenin counter 3. You can still see the Dubasari logo back there. And yes, the legendary silver Lenin. The taxi driver Vadim helped me out again with the film. Guys, but this is the coolest one of the day, right? Thanks for watching. See you next time. That was all I could show from Dubasari. The last train leaves in 10 minutes or I can't get home. What, in Germany? Probably. Is it dirty in Germany? Sometimes yes. And they're probably, because of all the refugees, they behave culturally like they do at home. Exactly. But here, all the refugees are in their own city at home. The police detained the taxi driver for illegal parking, and now I'm not sure if I can come back. I'll try to film so you can see that he was stopped by the police if they ARD text. ARD text on behalf of Funk. ARD on behalf of Funk.
We made it, guys.